Okay, thanks for having us here this morning. Obviously, we're focusing on the Triple Crown as sponsors. Delighted to be sponsoring a classic bookmaker, Betfred. £2 million were put up. Obviously, 55 years since it was done. You went very close. What would it mean to you to have a Triple Crown winner?
Yes, sure, Matt. Obviously, I think it would mean everything. It's very difficult to do. We obviously Camelot nearly did it. This part of the world is so difficult. It's different distances, different tracks, different surfaces, different undulations. I think it would be out of this world. But I think that's what makes it so intriguing. It's so exciting. It's incredible that Fred and Betfred have decided to do it. I think it makes it so exciting. I think it'll bring in fans from all over the world, from different sports, from football and all the other things. I think it's going to blend it all together, and I think the classics are going to go from one to the other to the next. And if a horse comes along, looks like wins the Guineas and then onto the Derby and then onto the Ledger, I think it's going to make it so exciting. I think it's so unique. Obviously, no one has ever done it before, but I think it's, for racing in general, I think it's going to make a massive difference.
There's a massive statue on the entrance here, the last horse to do it, Nijinsky, back in 1970. What does he mean to Ballydoyle?
Actually, he means everything. Obviously, it was the first statue was put up in Ballydoyle here, and we came in here. Nijinsky, obviously, the first statue that came, and that'll just tell you what it meant to Dr. O'Brien, and obviously the lads, John and Sue, and Michael and Dorian and Derek and Gay, and now Stephanie and Peter and George and Emily. They all, it's everything. The classics are everything. It's how the whole turbid industry is based, or the whole breed is based on winning the classics. They're the ultimate test. To win a Guineas, you need a sprinter that stays. To win a Derby, you need balance, courage, mentality, toughness. To win a Ledger, then you have to go into a Gold Cup type horse. So it's a very difficult thing to do. Like I say, we've been trying here for 30 years, and listen, they've all failed. So if it ever does happen, the excitement, I will be off at the Richter, I think.
You kind of give me the reason why it has been 55 years. Do you think it will be done again?
Listen, obviously everything you always say will be done. When it'll be done, I don't know. Will it be done in our lifetime? I don't know. But we will try, and at the start of every year, the minute a Guineas horse comes along, it's the first thing comes into everyone's mind. Could he be a Triple Crown horse? But like I say, it's so difficult. But it's the dream, it's the ultimate dream. It's the full test of the turbid. But I think in every owner, every breeder's mind, it would be the ultimate. But like I say, it's so difficult, and especially in this part of the world, but it adds to the intrigue and the excitement of the whole thing, that obviously Fred and Betfred are sponsoring the whole thing. I think it's been an incredible initiative and incredibly clever to do it. But I think the exciting thing is it'll bring in people from other sports into racing and link them all up.
And just quickly again on Nijinsky, obviously you've trained here, obviously you're using the same facilities, the gallops. Do you look for traits in horses and you can compare him when obviously Vincent trained him?
Yeah, he was a big horse, a big scopy horse. He had a personality. I think he had he had a strong personality. He liked to do things his own way, but obviously a very brilliant horse. So a lot of good horses are a little bit kinky, like good people. They're not always 100% straightforward to outside world, but might be straightforward themselves, but strong-minded, and they are a bit quirky, and that's just the way it is, really.
Let's look at this year's contenders then for the Betfred 2000 Guineas. Twain, 2 runs as juvenile within 8 days, including a Group 1 success.
Yeah, he's unique type of horse. He won his maiden, and then he went back and won a Group 1 6 days after. He made the run in his maiden, so didn't learn anything. So he really went into a Group 1 as a horse that had no experience whatsoever. So he went and won. Ryan rode him in France, obviously, and won very easily. So it's very unique what he did. Very difficult for a horse to do it. It was probably a little bit unfair that we asked him to do it when we did, but he came up trumps and did it. Everything has went very well with him so far. He's from Galileo's pedigree. He's by Wooden Basset, so there is a chance that he could be Triple Crown horse. Dream back again, but very happy with everything he's doing at the moment. We have another horse there called Expanded. He's a wooden basset as well. Won his maiden, went back and just got beaten the due horse 5 or 6 days. So we're training him for the Guineas as well. And if both are very well, coming close, one might go to the Curragh, Expanded might go, and Twain might go to Newmarket by himself. And maybe the lads will decide to let both go. But two very exciting horses too. And he's the same. If he got a Guineas trip, he could get a Derby trip, and he could even get further. So yeah, so it's very exciting, really.
And the fact they did that as a two-year-olds, were you surprised by it, or have they always shown you plenty?
Yeah, no, we always liked them a lot, but we were surprised that they were able to do it. And obviously, when they won their maiden so well, we felt it was worth taking a chance. Well, Expanded went to the due horse kind of experience, and then Lion and Winter came out, and then he had to go into the front line, which was a very difficult, hard thing, and he ended up having to make the running because of the small amount in the race, in this field split, but still ran an unbelievable race. Then, like I said, Twain won, very impressive as maiden, and then what he did. But we were surprised that they did it. We were obviously delighted that we gave them the chance to do it when they ran as good as they did. But yeah, very unique, really.
You mentioned Lion in Winter. Obviously, he was the anti-post favourite throughout the winter. Obviously, he's looking more like your Derby type now.
Yeah, very happy with him. He had a little hold up, obviously. That's why he didn't run in the due horse, and just took a little bit of time to get him back. We were very happy with him now. We felt it would be rushing him too much to go to the Guineas, so we took our time a little bit, and we would be able to go into the Dante kind of 80% fit and use it as a trial for the Derby, where it's very difficult to do that in the Guineas. If you go into the Guineas 80% fit, you have no chance of winning. But he could still win a Dante 80% fit and progress on to the Derby. So that's our thinking. Obviously, York is a very flat track, so it would be safer for him starting back there as well. So yeah, where Newmarket is straight, but it's tough. They run down into the dip, and we wouldn't have to put him under as much pressure for his first run, we felt.
Let's look at the fillies then in the Betfred 1000 Guineas, and we'll start asking about Lake Victoria.
Yeah, very happy with her. She had a long season, so we give her a bit of time through the winter. She's a little bit behind fitness, but she's starting to come now. She's like those good fillies. When you start asking them to come, they really come, and she is doing that. Whether she'll be there in time, we're not sure. If she didn't, she'd go to the Curragh on the Monday. But it looks like she could. We've another filly, Exactly, that was just beaten in a trial in Leopardstown. She could go there if Lake Victoria didn't go there. But Lake Victoria is a very unusual filly. She's won Group 1s over 6, 7 and a mile as a 2-year-old. It's very difficult thing to do, and we never had a 2-year-old do that before. So it makes her very special, really. So yeah, it's very possible she could go there, but will improve from the run. But she's a unique kind of a filly as well. And
just to finish, go back to the Triple Crown. Often dreams are still alive at this stage of the season. What would it mean to you to train a Triple Crown winning?
Yeah, it sure would be just unbelievable. I couldn't really dream about it happening, because we've tried it to make it happen so many times, and we haven't even, we only got close once. I think it would be out of this world. It would be, I don't think there would be any, you couldn't go much higher than that in classic generation for a horse to be able to do that. You know, it's I think it's everything that everyone dreams about. I think it would capture everybody's imagination in all the sports, and especially when Betfred is sponsoring it, it'll open it up to people in loads of other sports, and I think everyone will get behind it. It would be so exciting. But like I say, Fred to even dream about, because we've dreamt about for 30 years and it hasn't happened. So we'll do our best, and we'll take one at a time. And if it did happen, words couldn't describe it, really.